Joining us now is Angela Brown of Saranac, New York. She's the founder of Hill and Hollow Music and its director. Welcome, Angela.
Hello, Paul. It's nice to be here.
It's so nice to have you in our studio. Angela, you invited the fascinating Rob Schwimmer to perform in Saranac, as well as thousands of other musicians from all over the country through the years. Solo artists, groups, and chamber music players. Hill and Hollow is celebrating its 30th anniversary season in 2024 and 2025. On your website, you're calling this season your last. That's surprising news for many of us, but what does it mean exactly?
Well, our 30th season will be our last, and we want it to be the most terrific ever. However, it also means that we're looking ahead, and we're going to stop having concerts in the church in Saranac, in the fire hall, and at Weather Watch Farm. We're looking in a new direction now.
Well, that's very intriguing. Your website says the 30th season ends in June of 2025. So what happens after that?
Our concerts will move to downtown Plattsburgh to the Strand Center Theatre. We're very pleased about that. There are so many advantages to cooperating with the Strand. The Strand has infrastructure, not only the bricks and mortar, the beautiful theater with the comfortable seats. They have staff. They have a wonderful staff that I'm very impressed with. We've already tried one concert at the Strand. Everybody loved it. It bodes well for the future. The Strand has a terrific staff that run the lights, that run the ticketing office. They create the promotion for the concerts. They have a sound man, a lighting director, terrific. Then they have front of house help. They have ticket takers, ushers. They have a bar and a bartender. And I'm impressed with their governance, the trustees, their board of directors. Very engaged, very committed to the community. I think it will be a wonderful collaboration.
That sounds fantastic. Well, you've always been a major music force in this community, inviting so much talent into the area. Even though you're shifting the responsibilities to the Strand, do you still plan on choosing the artists involved in the Hill and Hollow music projects, as you've done for 3 decades?
Yes, I am going to be a part of that selection process. As you can imagine, after 30 years, I have many contacts in the field and good relationships with artist managers. And so I have a wish list of many, many artists, ensembles, many shows that I would like to see happen at the Strand. And so I'll write down a list and discuss it with the Strand people, and we'll work together to make sure that they want these groups as much as we do, and we'll help make it happen. These will be collaborative concerts. It will be Hill and Hollow music in partnership with the Strand Center Theatre.
Well, I'm glad you're clearing this up for us. It's great to know you'll still be involved, Angela, and that Hill and Hollow music is not dissolving. But why did you want to make these changes, and are there any potential disadvantages with the changes?
Yes, I think some of our audience is going to miss the intimacy of the concerts in the church and the fire hall. They're going to miss the rural beauty of concerts at the farm. But there's a trade-off to being a part of something bigger and to serving the community more. I think that people love the Strand, they're committed to it, and I think Plattsburgh has the population base to support these shows. And we want to help the Strand succeed. They're already having a good success, and we want to add to that with different kinds of programming, perhaps you might say a little more sophisticated programming. We want to draw audience from the greater Plattsburgh area We would even like to see people from Vermont and Canada come to our shows at the Strand. And we think that with some of the programming we intend to do, we have the ability to do this.
Well, before all these changes happen, we still have a magnificent 30th season underway. What can we look forward to?
Well, first of all, we're having a Plattsburgh favorite. Suvin Kim is bringing his trio. And then we are going to start producing concerts in the Strand. And that will be another Plattsburgh local who has made good in the wider world. He'll be coming to us with one of his bands from Munich, Germany, Tim Collins and Quadro Nuevo. The next concert also to be in the Strand is Arkai, and they performed for us last season, and we sold out the venue twice. They were so popular, so we feel confident putting them in the Strand. They're from New York City, but they perform all over the world. And then around the time of St. Patrick's Day will be a band from Ireland called Lunasa.
Well, with these bands already scheduled at the theater, it looks like the partnering of the Strand with Hill and Hollow will help the Strand take some different kinds of risks with their programming.
Yes.
And it will be great for you next season as well, because you no longer have to deal with the huge logistics and operations of putting on a whole show, as you and a very small team have done for years.
Yes.
And in the meantime, you've got this epic 30th season underway. These all sound like fascinating performances coming up, and thank you so much, Angela, for your hard work at bringing such wonderful talent into our region for people who love classical music and world music and all kinds of musical entertainment.
Well, Paul, it has been a terrific ride. I've had a wonderful time. I'm ready to pass it off. It's been a tremendous privilege to be able to do this work.
Well, it sounds like very exciting times are ahead. Upcoming concerts are scheduled for venues in Saranac, New York, and the Strand Center Theatre in Plattsburgh. You'll find a complete list of all the performers for the 30th season of Hill and Hollow Music on the website, hillandhollowmusic.org.
Spotlight is supported by the Glenn and Carol Pearsall Adirondack Foundation, dedicated to improving the quality of life for year-round residents of the Adirondack Park.